Hello everyone and welcome back to Transform with Sarah RN. I'm Sarah Lisinski and today I wanted to take a minute to talk about a trigger weight. So what exactly is a trigger weight? So say you've gone through whatever program it is and you are at what you consider your ideal/ healthy weight. And of course you want to maintain that weight. But as we all know, there are going to be things that come up along the way. So say you have a celebration or you're on vacation, or say you just picked up something at this food store that you've been picking at, and then you step on the scale, and then you're at a weight that you might be a little uncomfortable with. So what my suggestion is that you have an idea what your trigger weight is. So of course we're all going to fluctuate a little bit in our weights on the day-to-day basis, if you ate something salty or whatever else. And so those 1 or 2 pounds, that we're always going to see those changes on the scale. But you need to figure out what your trigger weight would be, that where you really have to put things back in check. So if that's 3 pounds, 4 pounds, I wouldn't go above 5 pounds, because then you really seriously need to think about what it is that you need to do to get back down to that weight that you want to maintain. So what I would suggest is, as you've gone through transformation and then you've gotten to a maintenance time, you probably needed to figure out what your metabolic rate was and or your calories that you can consume on a daily basis to maintain that weight. So there's a couple things that you can do. You can either kind of mimic back to a program that you were utilizing to lose the weight in the first place, or you can just really make sure that you're monitoring things such as your caloric intake and your water intake and things like that for those couple days, and see if that gets your weight back down to where you need it to be. I would suggest, once you're in a maintenance mode, that you do weigh every 1 or 2 days so you can kind of keep check of where you are. Because the worst thing that you want to occur is that you haven't been on the scale for a while, you've been on vacation, or family's been in town, you've been eating out a lot, etc. You jump on the scale and you're 7 or 8 pounds up, because then that's going to make some demands on making some serious choices to get your weight back down to where you want to be. So figure out what exactly you want to consider your trigger weight to be. So whether that's 2 pounds, 4 pounds, again, I wouldn't go above 5, but then you also have to have that plan back in the back of your mind of how it is that you're going to deal with this weight change that you've had. So whether, again, going back onto a program, monitoring your caloric intake, making sure you're upping your water intake, if you're a maintenance, maybe upping some exercise, getting out and moving around a little bit more. All those things are options. But again, we don't want things to get out of hand, because the last thing we want to do is go back to that yo-yo dieting. So we really do need to keep an eye on it. I wish I could tell you all that once you lose your weight that you are set and you never have to worry about it, but we really do need to continue to monitor things and keep it in check, so that we don't go back to where we were, because that's the last thing that we want. So again, create your plan, and always keep that in the back of your mind. Continue to check in and make sure that your weight maintains where it is that you want it to be, and also just continue to ask yourself questions about what you're pushing the calories with, as well as are you celebrating a little bit too much, or are you just making bad choices again? And then you need to revisit the whys of why it was that you wanted to get at a healthier weight or a healthier lifestyle in the first place, because we want to keep everything there, right? So anyway, thank you so much. I hope that this is helpful, and if you could like, share, or subscribe to Transform with Sarah RN, that would be great, and I look forward to spending some time with you again.